Hi, you ever see something like this try to scare you into watching a video? Or what about something like this, promising to make you millions of dollars from a tropical island? Or maybe there's another Forex robot you need to try that can do the same thing, except on autopilot while you sleep. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Yeah, me too. So instead of all of that, in these training videos, I'm going to teach you a brand new, somewhat unusual way to trade Forex for free. I'm also going to show you all the recent trades that help spot both winners and losers. I've been working on this for nearly a year, and it's one of the most realistic ways I've ever seen to help spot big moves in the Forex markets. Now, you might not like everything you see, but you won't find it offensive, I promise. Sound good? Okay, well, it all starts with a quick story. One day at breakfast, I had an idea about using triangle patterns with Forex, but in a completely different and unique way. So I jotted down my idea on a napkin, which you can see here. This is the actual napkin from that morning. Now after breakfast, when I got to my office, I immediately got on the whiteboard to flesh out my idea in more detail. Then I got to work testing it on historical and live charts. And after a lot of tweaking and experimenting, I started to get really excited about the potential this approach had. Now because it uses a series of triangles plotted on the charts to help forecast where the most profit potential is likely to occur, I decided to call this technique the Forex ProfitCaster. It was easy to implement manually, but I knew the real power was in having the ability to respond dynamically to changing market conditions on the fly. And that's when I decided to create a brand new software tool. Initially, the plan was to develop something that only my family and a few close friends could use to have the potential to quickly and safely make some extra money each month part-time. So over the course of about a year, I spent over $116,000 developing this very unusual analysis tool. You're looking at a QuickBooks report that shows all the invoices I paid to the software developers that I hired for this project. Why did I spend so much money? Well, with the deliberate debasing of currencies around the world, I believe we're about to enter a new era of Forex trading, one that's just ripe for the picking. Because as the purchasing power of currencies like the US dollar continues to plummet, more and more volatility is created in the Forex markets, which causes the markets to move. And the more the Forex markets move, the more profit potential is created if you know how to pull it out of those markets and turn it into cash. And if you thought there was opportunity in the past with Forex, you truly haven't seen anything yet. The initial test results using my new software were astounding. So I shared it with a few close trading friends to see if they could poke holes in it. But then word started to spread within my inner circle, and more people asked me for access to the early version of the software. Then, when friends of friends started asking me for access, I knew it was too big to contain, so I decided to polish it up and release it to the world. Let me show you what it looks like. Alright, this is the sign-in page. It gives you access to the Forex ProfitCaster software. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Just going to enter my email and my password. And click sign in. Okay, so this is what the main page looks like after you sign in. All 8 Forex pairs that the software tracks are displayed. I'll just scroll down here and you can see here are the 8 pairs. Now what's really exciting about the Forex ProfitCaster is that everything happens on the chart. So it's a very visual trading experience. When a long trade sets up, you'll see a green triangle. And when a short trade sets up, you'll see a red triangle. Now a little later in this video, I'm going to dive deeper on exactly how these triangles work and how they're much different from the classic triangle patterns that everybody else attempts to use. Okay, so you can also see that green and red arrows appear to show you the actual entry and exit bars for all the trades identified with the software. So it's very easy to visually understand exactly what's going on at any given time on the charts that you're interested in. Now these are all end-of-day charts, but you can also select hourly charts if you want to trade a shorter time frame. But what if you don't want to look at all 8 charts? Well, you just click on the Settings tab and you can customize the default view and choose different layouts. And you can also choose which Forex pairs to display and then just hit update. Plus, you can choose to receive email or text alerts for any of the Forex pairs that you're interested in, or both. We made the software as simple as possible so you only look at what matters to you.